I've just escaped out of the shed. Last week I ordered a load of bits off a Trade Me, which is like a online auction thing if you're not in New Zealand. Anyway, I managed to get a load of these silicone rubber tubes. These are 2.5 inch. So I've got about 6 of those, and I managed to get hold of, I'll just show you this, a reducer. So that goes down to 2.5 inch, and it's about 3 inch. Then that's a little bit under 3 inch, and then onto there, which I can't even remember what that was, but they're all bloody different sizes to get onto the old airflow meter there. So all I've got to do now is make up the pipe work, go down here, now through the hole, and meet up with them intercooler pipes. Also I got myself a nice shiny new K&N filter to stop any crap going in there. That's an angled one, so I can wiggle it about a bit. And I'm going to have to fart around with this pipe here. So this one's, it's got clearance on the serpentine belt, but it's going to come really close to it, so I might take this off, take the supercharger off, and tack a piece of pipe on there. Or, hang on a minute, I might cut a piece of pipe to go on there, get that the bloody way, and squeeze it in the vise just to make it a little bit oval, so it'll clear there. It will still retain its volume, but it'll clear that pipe then. That's what I'll bleed in do. So I'll get a small bend, or about 45 or less than that, down there, squeeze it, tack it on with the TIG welder, and then take the supercharger off and weld it all the way around. I might even paint these pipes while I've got it off, because they're starting to go a bit rusty, although it's pretty dry in this shed because I built it. Also, hold on a minute, I'll stop the camera a second. I'll just take this lift up. Well, you missed the lift action, never mind. Right, underneath here, we're under the car now, so it's pretty dark under here. So this is a prop shaft off an auto, and I've now got a manual box. You'll see that's just sitting there at the minute there, like that. But up this end, I've got about a, I don't know, 30 odd mil gap. So I've been trying to get a prop shaft from a manual, but I can't find one, so bollocks to it. What I'll do is I'll make up a spacer for each end, so I'll have probably a 15 mil spacer this end, and a 15 mil spacer that end. Get some new longer bolts, and then that'll get me drive connected. I've got a newer or a better rear end on the other car outside. I've got a donor out there which has got all new uprated springs and all sorts of gizmos and bits and bobs on it, so I should chuck that on. But not today. But I might go to my old lathe, which is a real old piece of shit, but I've got some bits of metal just to play with. I've got an old, I don't know what it is, an old flange off of something, which I'm going to try and machine down to that size and offer up to here. At least I know where I'm going and try it, see if it works. Let's have a look at that, shall I? Innit? So this is the bit I'm talking about. This is, I think that's off of an old, the Range Rover flywheel, the auto flywheel. It's like a steel boss, but it's roughly the right thickness to do one end. So I might just machine that down a little bit to the same diameter as that, which is another, that's a tail shaft from an auto, the old auto box out of this. So I shall see if I can machine it down there to fit in that recess there. And then I've just got some more metal for bloody other end, innit? So it's pretty prehistoric, this lathe. Don't put your fingers in there. Don't put your fingers in there. And definitely don't put your fingers in there. Alright? That's the health and safety part taken care of. Oh, and don't put your fingers in there while that's in there, or anywhere around there. Isn't it? See how much we can take off at a time. Probably not a lot. Flash airs this lake. It's got auto feed as well. Look at that. I did have to fix it. It was buggered. imagine what you do with liquid metal. This may take some time. I might come back to it when I'm a bit further down for you. Save me holding this bloody camera and doing this at the same time. Probably against health and safety doing this. Although I've got goggles on. Look. Right, there's that bleeding thing. We're just starting to go through some bolt hours now, so it's making some lovely noises, which it will because it's a bit of an old bugger, this lathe. Everything's fucking hanging off of it. A bit loose, but there you go. It makes things nearly round. They'd be good enough for a prop shaft, I should imagine. As long as it's all balanced after, who cares? Anyway, I'm going to carry on doing that. That's, I think that's 96. Hang on a minute, I'll measure it. It's all in metricated system, you see. That's 96, nearly 97 mil, that thing. So we get it down to there. Then I'll put that a step in it there, but I'll use the other side. A nice big lump on there, so I'll be able to machine it down to that size. So I'll slot inside and centre it, then I can drill them holes, and that bugger can go on. And that'll be when one end done, then it'll give me an idea of how thick I've got to do the other end. But it'll just be the same thing. But I'll crack on with this, make some more bloody noise, and hopefully it don't jump out the chuck. Should be alright, isn't it? I've got goggles on. There you go, that's what it sounds like going through them holes. It's not doing too bad for an old donkey, eh? Just take smaller bites, that's all. But it's doing it. This lathe used to be like an old tool maker back in the UK when we lived there, and me and my brother bought it, and it's been to Spain, and it's been here. It still works. Look at that. It's marvellous. Right, we're there for size now. We've just about got rid of them other set of holes, so it even looks pretty good around there now, isn't it? That's good enough. So I'll just take the sharp bits off of that, and then I'll flip that over in the chuck, and then I'll machine this side. That's better. Yeah, machine this side off down to fit inside that little recess that in there, and I better check on the other side, see what there is to locate on the prop shaft. I might have to put another step for the prop shaft, eh? So we'll have a look at that and all before we get too bloody far, but that'll work. Shame I ain't got another bit of scrap out there. I could have got it done, but I've only got that one, so I only have one Range Rover donor, unfortunately, for that Rover. But that'll do, eh? Bloody marvellous, isn't it? Look at that. Right, I've just put the indent in that one, and that is, at the minute, 60.07, and this little bastard here is 60.12, so I've got a little tiny bit more, and then that'll be the same as that one, and then that should fit where the prop shaft used to go. Well, the prop shaft should fit on that bit, and then the other bit will go into the flange on the diff housing. That'll be bleeding marvellous. Alright, so that's that side. I've just taken the skim off of there, freshen it up a little bit, and now I'll take it out and spin it round and do that bleeding side. So there it was, spun around. Now I can just take most of that off, just leave, I think it's 2.5 mil or something like that in there. And then I can put it together, clamp it, and then drill the holes through on the drill press, which is over there. I'll just show you this. It's my organisation skills, you see. There you go, there's the Peters, Peter files there. They're the punches, you can work that out for yourself, can't you? FP. That's a big something hammer. medium something hammer, something hacksaw. I haven't done them ones yet. Something big grinder. You probably get the gist of it, eh? And over this side of the shed, on the wood butchery section, got small something square, big something square. I'm sure you can work it out, clever bastards. Something jigsaw, and so on and so on and so on. And over here as well, the battery department, battery drills and stuff. Something framing thingo, there you go. Something circular saw. Something recip saw. Do you know what I mean? That's how my mind works anyway. Don't be offended, eh? So, after much cocking about, if I had a better lathe and parting off tools and stuff, it would have been done a lot quicker, but I just had to take it down a bit at a time anyway. That now, what's on there, look at that. So that, now all I've got to do now is drill the moles. So what I might do is cut that tail shaft off there because it's in the way, and then bolt through there, hold it together, and then drill the holes and try and get them between these holes, which should be easy. Look at that, not a problem. All misses. So that's one spacer done nearly. All I need now is one for the other side, eh? There we go. Underneath is the cart again. There's the gap. There's the spacer, and then that's going to go in there like that. And one for the front, and it'll be done. Be all go alongable and stuff, probably. Right, I managed to escape the shed again for a minute. So I've just been cocking around with this prop shaft again. So that bit made on the lathe the other day. So I've just put it in there and clamped it up. I haven't drilled the holes in it yet. But that's up there, and then at the back we've got a nice gap there. It's quite a lot of adjustment on that because it's a CV, a constant velocity joint in there. You probably knew that anyway, didn't you? And then one on the other side. So by the time I've made that spacer there, which I have, I've just got to try it because yeah, I've just machined the recesses in it and whatever, and that's over here in the lathe. Over here, I'll show you what I've got to work with. Come here, come this way. So my mate, Michael Jackson's brother, Grant Jackson, cut that out of a bit of, it was like 25mm plate, freehand, look at that, nearly round. So I put a hole through it with a hole saw, in fact this very hole saw here, and it took absolutely bloody ages and got pretty warm, but with plenty of cutting fluid on it, it did the job in the end. And then I was able to stick it in the lathe and make it circular because it was pissed as. But so that now has got a step there and it's got a step on the other side. I'll get it out. So I love it when a plan comes together. So that's that other piece there, and that fits spot on. So now I've got pretty much the right length prop shaft. Now what I've got to do is take it off and drill those holes and get some long high tensile bolts and put that together, and hopefully it will last until I can afford to buy or find a proper prop shaft. But that'll get it on the road, won't it, and get it mobile again. Don't know, it might even stay there, I don't know. Depends if I shear the bolts off, depends how much power it's got in it. But it looks good to me, isn't it? Plenty of clearance. Perfect. Right, so what I've just done is that's the tail shaft out of an old auto box. I'll just slice that bit off of there because we don't need it and it's in the way. And I clamp that onto there. So now I should be able to pop the holes through there. So once I've got one through, I'll be able to use a bolt right the way through the plate there, hold it steady, and I should get 4 nice holes for the prop shaft. All I need to do then is get some bleeding bolts, innit? Alright, so I've drilled one hole, push that one there, put a bolt in there to keep it centred, or keep it, and now when I pop that one through, we should be in the right bleeding place. And then I'll just keep adding bolts so we know the bolts are going to go back in when it goes on the car. That'd be lovely. Right, so that's 2 holes and 2 bolts. So 2 bolts in there, still clamped down, so all the holes should be in the right place. This is a bit of a donkey of an old drill, but I got this out of a skip in Spain when I lived in Spain. And it just needed a chuck and a new motor. But, you know, it works, just about. Switch is a little bit temperamental. Doesn't like turning on. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's got some grunt, so that's good. I think sometimes it turns itself off. Must be haunted, I think. But it'll do for now. Eventually I'm going to get a nice new drill press when I can afford it. Make this sort of stuff a lot easier. A bit quicker than doing with a brace and bit anyway. So there we go, that's what we end up with. It's bloody hot. It's on there like that. Should be exactly the same there, yep. Marvellous. Now I've got to do the other one. And then when the shops are open, because they're not open today because it's Sunday, I can get some longer bolts and bolt that little fella up in place. Then I'll probably crack on with the supercharger piping as well. So all that pipe sitting there, and I bought a load of fittings and stuff. They're up on the top there. You can't see them a bit, but yeah, a load of rubber pipe and shit. So now I've got 2. So that's the other one. Bit Swiss cheesy, but it'll do. None of the holes went through in the others, so that's good. And there's the other one. Now all I need to do is get the bolts and they can go on. The prop shaft can be connected. Then I've got to put the other pedal box in it, so I've got another pedal box out of a manual to go in. Well, I think it's out of a manual. It may be another made up one, but yeah, I've got that to go in. And then I can get on with the supercharger pipes again. And then start up and see what it bleeding does. See if it revs its knackers off or what. But it's only just to piece together this to put the car together, and then once it's all, everything fits, I can strip it all down, clean everything up and paint it and do all the flashy bits. Motor's got to come out and be rebuilt. Have top hat liners put in it, otherwise it'll probably just blow it with the supercharger on it. Maybe lighten and balance it a bit more. It's already got an aluminium flywheel, so that's it. When it's running it sounds like it's got a wacky cam in it, but it hasn't. It's just because it's got no weight to it. But yeah, it should be mint as. So next time I shall cut all these pipes and connect all this up, although I haven't got any pipe clips, so it'll probably pop off when it runs, but who cares, just see if it all fits and see what it does. But that'll be on another video because I've had enough today. Prop shaft's done anyway, just need to get the bolts and then we're good. Cha-cha!